Hello guys, you've probably seen the newest Apple keynote where they presented iOS 26 with this UI updates called Liquid Glass. And today I want to show you how you can replicate this effect in Figma. Let's jump straight into this tutorial. So I have a few assets here ready, so I don't waste your time finding all these icons and imagery. Let's create the frame for iPhone 16 Pro Max and add some dark background for it. I will start with the round, the circle button. Let's have size 64 by 64, and I will need a few layers for this button. The first layer will be pure stroke, no fill. It will have this thickness of 5 and it will have opacity of 40. Another thing is that we need to add the effect for it, and it will be background blur, but it won't be a normal uniform background blur, it will be progressive, and it will start with 4 and end with 8. Now the stroke will be gradient and it will be FFF hex value to 888. And one important thing that we need to change here is the blend mode, and the blend mode will be soft light. Okay, we have the first layer ready. Let's duplicate it with Command D, and we'll have different settings for the second layer. The second layer will have fill. The color will set to A0 and the opacity to 30%. The stroke will be quite different. It will be 60% opacity, 1 point thickness, and the gradient will be angular. The blending mode will be normal. That's important thing to change back. The angular effect will need white to be at this corner and at this corner, and these two corners will be slightly darker. So I have something like this. I will need one more white, and I will need one more darker thing. Let's move it like this. Yeah, I think it's nice. So you can see that this corner and this one, it's slightly lighter than these two. And we need to add 2 more things here. Of course, background blur is set to uniform, and we need inner shadow. Actually 2 inner shadows. One will be white and it will have these settings, Y-1, blur, let's set it to, color FFF, which is white, and opacity of 40. And let's add another inner shadow, and it will be black, opacity 8, blur 2, and Y is 1 as well. Okay, let's see if we haven't forgotten anything. No, seems okay. The last thing to add here is the icon inside of this button. And group it all together and call it button circle. Okay, this one looks nice. And let's create another 2 examples. The button that looks like a pill shape with rounded corners. We simply copy the style of the bottom layer. We do it with Option Command C, then select this one, Option Command V, and duplicate this layer, copy the style of this layer and paste it here. And now select both of them and have the rounded corners, so it looks like a button. Now we just copy the icon put it inside, and add text like this video. By the way, if you haven't done so far, do it please. And we select everything, group it, and call it button fill. Everything is perfectly aligned. And the last thing we need is the widget. Let's create a square. I think this size is okay. Same thing again, we copy the style of the bottom layer, paste it here, duplicate the layer, copy the style of this one, paste, and apply some rounded corners. I think for this one we'll need something like 36. And now I will put some imagery inside, the album cover that I prepared in advance, the play icon, let's have a button from these two. Rounded corners. Let's put this icon to the top right corner. And have the band name and the song name. Looks nice. Let's just add the final component, the wallpaper. Nice. Duplicate this frame, change the wallpaper, duplicate once again, change the wallpaper, and let's change the album covers and song names. Now all is left to connect them into the clickable prototype, and we are ready. We forgot one more thing. Of course, we need to change the button and the actions inside these buttons. Subscribe and comment. By the way, if you want more tutorials like this, don't hesitate to subscribe. And if you have a different way of creating this liquid glass effect, you can also comment and tell me how you did it. Let's launch the prototype. I think this looks great. That was it for today. Hope you liked this tutorial and see you in the next video.